There's a 9-digit number out there that unlocks a surprising number of doors in the US financial system. Now, it's not a social security number, but for millions of people, it's become the absolute key to their economic life. We're talking, of course, about the ITIN. So it all starts with a pretty fundamental problem. The US tax system says if you earn income here, you have to file a tax return. That applies to everyone, no matter their immigration status. But what if you aren't eligible for a social security number? How are you supposed to actually follow the law? Well, the IRS created a specific tool for this exact situation. Okay, so the first thing you absolutely have to understand is that these two numbers come from completely different worlds. The Social Security Administration, or SSA, issues the SSN. Its job is to track your earnings for things like retirement and disability benefits. The IRS, on the other hand, issues the ITIN for one single reason: to process federal tax returns. They are not, and I mean not, interchangeable. Now, because it looks and feels so much like an SSN, a whole bunch of myths have popped up around the ITN. So let's do a quick rapid-fire round and bust the biggest ones right now. This one is probably the most common myth out there. People see a government-issued number and they just assume, hey, this must mean I can work. But the IRS is crystal clear on this. An ITIN is a tax tool. That's it. It is not an employment tool. It gives you absolutely zero permission to work in the United States. All right, next up is this idea that getting an ITIN somehow changes your legal standing or, puts you on some kind of path to citizenship. Nope, that's just plain false. The ITIN program is completely 100% separate from immigration law. It gives you no legal status, no right to stay in the US, nothing like that. Now this is where things can get pretty confusing. ITIN holders pay into Social Security and Medicare with every paycheck, so it seems logical they'd be able to collect those benefits down the road, right? Well, that's just not how the system is set up. The law is very specific. Having an ITIN does not make you eligible for Social Security benefits. And on top of that, it also means you can't get certain tax credits, like the Earned Income Tax Credit, which is a big one for low to moderate income working families. Okay, so we've torn down what an ITIN isn't. Let's flip this around and focus on what it is. What's its real official job? And here you have it, straight from the horse's mouth, the official IRS definition. It's a tax processing number. Its whole purpose is to bring people who don't have Social Security numbers into the tax system. That's its entire mandate. It's all about making sure everyone who earns income here contributes their fair share. And this isn't some new program. It's been around since 1996, and the scale is just massive. Think about it. The IRS has handed out over 26 million of these numbers. And as of 2022, nearly 6 million people were actively using an ITIN. It's a huge, essential part of how our tax system runs. And all those tax returns, well, they add up to a major economic impact. In 2022 alone, tax returns filed with an ITIN poured $6.5 billion into Social Security and Medicare. That's a huge revenue stream, all flowing through this one system. So you have this number created for a single kind of dry, bureaucratic reason, filing taxes. But hold on, because this is where the story gets really, really interesting. In the real world, the ITIN has quietly evolved into something so much more powerful. Because while its official job is just about tax compliance, its unofficial role has become something way more transformative. It's become a key to financial integration. And this is where you see that powerful, unintended consequence in action. Think about it. Banks, credit unions, all kinds of financial institutions, they need a reliable way to identify their customers. And since they can't get an SSN from everyone, many of them just started accepting the ITIN instead. This created a fascinating domino effect. Just by following the tax laws, people were accidentally getting a key to the entire financial system, letting them build credit, get loans, and establish a real economic footprint. And this really gets to the human side of it all. That tax form, filled out with an ITIN, suddenly isn't just about paying the government. It becomes the very document that lets someone open their first bank account, get their first credit card, and start building a stable financial life. All right, so let's pull all of this together. If there's one thing you take away from all this, what should it be? This chart breaks it down perfectly. The ITN's purpose? Strictly taxes. It offers zero work authorization and no access to Social Security benefits. But look at that middle row, financial access. That's the game changer. An SSN gives you official, universal access, but the ITN, it provides unofficial but growing access. It has become a de facto key, not because it was designed that way, but because society just started using it that way. But, and this is so important, we have to end on the official word from the IRS. No matter how banks or the DMV use it, its legal definition has not changed one bit. It is for tax purposes only. This quote is the bedrock rule for the entire program. So this leaves us with a really fascinating question to chew on. We have an official tool created for one specific purpose that society has adopted for something completely different. Are we just seeing a temporary workaround here, or are we actually watching a bureaucratic number evolve in real time into a fundamental piece of the economic integration puzzle? That's definitely something to think about.